Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Continuing in volume 2 of Riyad as-Saliheen, book number 17, the book of the prohibited actions, chapter 271, prohibition of spying on Muslims and to be inquisitive about others. Allah the Exalted says in Surah number 49, verse number 12, and spy not. In Surah 33, verse 58, and those who annoy believing men and women undeservedly bear on themselves the crime of slander and plain sin. Narrated Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhu that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, beware of suspicion, for suspicion is the worst of false tales. Do not look for others' faults. Do not spy on one another, and do not practice nudge, which means to offer a high price for something in order to allure another customer who is interested in the thing. Do not be jealous of one another, and do not nurse enmity against one another. Do not sever ties with one another. Become the slaves of Allah and be brothers to one another, as He commanded. A Muslim is the brother of another Muslim. He should neither oppress him nor humiliate him. The piety is here. The piety is here. While saying so, he pointed towards his chest. It is enough evil for a Muslim to look down upon his Muslim brother. All things of a Muslim are inviolable for his brother in faith, his blood, his wealth, and his honor. Verily, Allah does not look to your bodies nor to your faces, but He looks to your hearts and your deeds. Another narration is, do not feel envy against one another, do not nurse enmity, do not spy on one another, and do not cheat one another. Be Allah's slave, brethren to one another. Another narration is, do not have a strained relation with one another. Do not nurse enmity, and do not feel envy against one another. O Allah's worshippers, be brothers. Another narration is, do not strain mutual relations, and do not intervene into the transaction which is likely to be settled with another person. Muslim. Beware of suspicion means such suspicion about a Muslim for which no apparent evidence is available. Similar is the case of that through which emerges in one's mind against any logic. Nash means to give higher bid in auction only to deceive others. Thus it is a false bid which is not at all intended for purchasing the thing which is being auctioned. The instruction given to the Muslim in this hadith are meant to secure the honor of Muslim, since doubt without any reason and search for defects and weaknesses go against the security of a Muslim honor. Islam has strictly forbidden Muslim from them. Another purpose for forbidding such thing is to consolidate Muslim brotherhood. For this reason, they have been forbidden from oppression, leaving their Muslim brothers in the lurch, considering others humble, and from taking pride in worldly possession. In fact, the life, property, and honor of a Muslim have been declared unlawful for all other Muslim. Increase in a bid without any intention of buying the thing being auctioned and bargain over a bargain have also been prohibited because they also create ill will and enmity. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
Can you explain some of that shit?
Which one?
The last one he said, ill feelings and what was the last word you used? Enmity?
Enmity, yeah.
What that mean?
Animosity. Anything to disturb the brotherhood in Islam is forbidden. Suspecting him, belied him, turning your back towards him, okay? Anything that is going to disturb the and interrupt this relationship between your Muslim brother and yourself, you should avoid it. So suspicion, jealousy, envy, boycotting, raising the price of, you understand, a product with intention not to buy, only to make him lose the bargain. So anything that it bring about a hatred, or that you have to avoid it.
What about oh man, found too much on prejudice.
Anything, okay? You are not supposed to be prejudiced against anybody. You understand? Because their color or because their race or their background. You're supposed to be treating Muslim and Muslim treating you as a brother to a brother. So anything that is going to disturb this relationship, you have to avoid it. So the Prophet ﷺ gave us many examples, but does not mean that this have to be limited to this example. Okay? So if you know, as example, this parking spot designed for a handicap, and you are not a handicap, and put your car in this spot, be disturbed and put in hardship on him. Anything raising your radio, okay, and it disturb him taking a nap, doesn't matter. So the hadith doesn't limit it, but it giving you example of the things. So anything is going to be a disturbance, and it causing this brotherhood to be bad, to spoil it. You're supposed to avoid it as much as you can.
What if you don't say he put a curse on you or something like that? Is there a punishment for that? For doing something you don't supposed to be doing?
If you're doing things like this intentionally, Allah is displeased with you. Like I said, you have to promote brotherhood, not to understand to spoil the brotherhood. If you know, as example, you disturb the imam, you understand that by coming in the shoe area and before even you open the door and you keep talking to him, asking him to jump or all these things, and he told you many times, don't do this, and you see him in the phone, have somebody in the office, and you keep, you understand, as soon you open the door, you think there is a bank waiting in you, or there is a teller sitting there, has nobody in the community to deal with other than Abu Bakr, and you keep doing it until you understand, you get him mad and all these things. Anything.
Anything.
Yo.
See, like you stepping on my toes a bit there, shit.
All right, brother. So you watch your toe, okay? Watch your toe and don't step in anybody's toe.
Okay.
Same way you don't like people to step in your toe, don't step in the people's toe. All right? Because if we started dealing with each other in these principles, things can get much better. You understand?
Yes.
So whatever that you do not, that you don't, you don't want people to deal with you in it, do not deal with them in it, okay? You don't want somebody to be making face in your face, okay? So don't make face in their face. You don't want people to be yelling at you, so don't yell at the people. You don't like the people, you understand, to come with bad smell and stand beside you in the salah, okay? Don't do the same thing. You know that you understand too much perfume, it can make you choke, you could not breathe, and you come beside them in the salah, okay? So the same thing, you understand, anything that you don't want, you don't like, you don't appreciate anybody to talk to you in certain way, so don't talk to the people also in this way.
So, shit, what if you do something like that and then you may not realize it at the time, but then somebody like you stand beside him and they do like, oh my God. So what
You
would you
say to
prefer
him,
to
I'm sorry, my brother, I understand I didn't mean this or I forgot, and you should also to be
go and watch it off?
alert. You understand that you okay if somebody brought something to your attention one time, two times, three times,
Oh
you
man,
understand, so you have to stop, you
yeah.
see.
I did that. I went to the doctor's office last time and I had oil on. I couldn't smell it, but everybody else smelled it. And they said, oh, the doctor said, well, you got too much oil on it. You can't wear that in here. So I went in the bathroom and tried to wash it off, but it had got soaked in my skin, man. And, wasn't nothing I could do about it.